And they love to have it so, man.
Love to have it so.
Mark 7 and verse 8. For laying aside the commandment of the Most High, ye hold the tradition of men.
You see, for laying aside the commandment of the Most High, ye hold the tradition of men. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, all these pagan holidays is the tradition of men. These ain't the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
As the washing of pots and cups, and many other such like things ye do. And he said unto them, full well you reject the commandment of the Most High, that you may keep your own tradition.
There you go.
We come out, we show you the prophecies, we show you the scriptures, we show you that the ways that Esau taught you was pure wickedness, you know, eating these abominations, that's a big thing in the house of Israel, you know, but we show you in Isaiah, what is it, 65? Or 55 and 16?
I forget.
Basically, we show you the prophecy, what the scriptures say.
66, yeah.
66 and 15, yeah. We show you the prophecy. They say in the end time, when Yahweh shall come back, he's going to destroy them eating the abomination in the mouth and swine's flesh. But you reject that. Fully you reject the commandment.
You reject everything.
You reject it all.
Honestly, because all y'all did was bow down to Esau and serve a white man, which is y'all daddy, because you are your father of the devil, man. You see? Because ultimately you think his ways is right over the heavenly father, man. You see? And that's why we know a lot of y'all going to take the mark of the beast, because he's your God, man. He's your God. Y'all feel like he can do everything for y'all, and everything y'all need, he got y'all. Little do y'all know, the Lord got y'all about to have y'all in a pitiful case. So you can go back to that Romans 10 and 3, and we can put some hands up before I get to this.
Almost there.
All right, so I got Colossians 2 verse 8. It says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach, who y'all English call Jesus Christ, man. So what's the tradition of men and the rudiments of this world? Christmas, man. See what y'all about to go celebrate that folly. See? That's what y'all follow. Y'all don't follow the ways after Yahweh Shai, man. Y'all follow the ways that after this world. Then, on top of that, nowhere in the Bible it says celebrate Jesus' birthday. Nowhere. Then on top of that, y'all say his birthday was December 25th, which it wasn't, man. He wasn't even born in the wintertime. But oh, do y'all read? Y'all don't read. Y'all follow after the traditions of men, which is going to get y'all totally destroyed. And y'all like to have it so. That's why when we see the things that be happening to y'all so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we don't really pity y'all too much, man. Because y'all walk past the minute of the Lord, y'all despise the Lord's counsel. So it'd be a good thing to happen to y'all, man. It's going to happen in a more abundant rate too, man. You see, so y'all want to keep laughing and mocking the men of the Lord. Really, y'all mocking Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He gonna mock you when y'all hear coming, man. And you heathens, man. I'm sick of looking at y'all, man. You got that Jeremiah 10 and 1? That's beautiful too. But we going
yeah, because you know something came out recently, you know, where this lady got stabbed trying to give $10 to these homeless people. Turned out they was ready to stab her. They stabbed her in the chest and killed her. You know, and we hate seeing that type of wickedness. Yeah. But at the same time, her damn husband, a so-called pastor, you know, she fully down with it. You know, he teaching our people wickedness. Yeah. So that was judgment, man. Yeah. You know, so yeah, it's a shame she got stabbed trying to be a so-called good Samaritan. But that was wickedness, man. She was wicked. Yeah.
And that was judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Jeremiah 10 verse 1.
Yes. Because the Bible do talk about things that the customs of Christmas, but it condemns it. There's a difference. Go ahead, bro.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Oh, house of Israel, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the ways of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen, man. Go ahead.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them.
So don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven, man. Don't be dismayed at the stars and the moon and the sun and all that. Alright? Because the heathen be dismayed at them. And what do they ultimately do? They start to worship those things, man. They put them in a pedestal, and they let those ordinances become their idols and their gods. Go ahead.
For the customs
Everybody's
of the
good.
people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
Now, anybody in their right mind, anybody can think with logic. You got to put this and imagine this in your head of what this is talking about, man. Because it said the customs of the heathens are vain, man. Go ahead, bro.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen, with the axe.
Yeah.
They deck it with silver and gold.
So what is that? So somebody goes into the middle of the forest, they cut down the tree, then they deck it with silver and gold. That's all your Christmas ornaments y'all put on the tree, man.
Yeah. They even got the little shit they call tinsel, this little stringy shit, and it be silver and gold. They chuck it on the tree.
Oh yeah. Read it over.
They deck it with silver and gold.
So they deck it with silver and gold, right?
They fasten it with nails and with hammers.
They fasten it so it can stand down and remain upright. Go ahead, I can just
then it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not.
Right.
They must needs be born because they cannot go. You got to carry. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither is it in them to do good.
Because it's nothing but a tree, man.
God.
The tree has no relevance. Well, guess what? It's you people that give relevance to the tree. You people worship the tree, man. You see, whenever you having a little, I think it'd be down there, they put a big tree on the side of the building. People come flocking to it. What it's called, light up night or something like that, man. You the one to give reverence in that type of that tree some significance. That tree is nothing but a tree, man.
Traffic be all bad and everything.
Right. Just to come see a tree. Little do y'all know is y'all worshiping this thing, man. Y'all giving it some reverence for it to be alive in some type, man. It's just nothing but a tree, man. But this shows you this is a custom of Christmas that's vain in the Bible, man. And you people will hear it and still celebrate it.
Really
that's why the Lord be
like
justifying of killing you, man. You see? That's why the Lord be justifying of doing those things. And don't say that the Lord don't kill. Don't say that, man. Because the scriptures say he's the one that killeth and maketh alive, man. You know, I'm gonna get it. See, because you people think the God of the Bible is just all love. He's just love. No, man. No, that's not balance, man.
Nope.
That doesn't make any sense.
He created you with all these emotions, hate, love, of course, being one of them, jealousy. But then he just one side.
And that's why y'all people run up and down the earth with this non-fearing God spirit, because you was told he was just love.
That's what I was just thinking too, that's the spirit. Ultimately, you hear stuff like that and you don't fear, so you continue on in your ways, man.
Yeah.
Continue on and seeking your own righteousness.
That's right.
You know?
I got 1 Samuel 2 verse 6. The Lord killeth. See, that cuts your doctrine right there, man. So it's the Lord that's killing people. It ain't no Satan, man. Okay? The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. So if you poor, the Lord did that, man. If you rich, the Lord did that. Because everything goes back to the Lord, man. And you not of yourselves, man. Okay? So yeah, you hit that. Alright, so going back into Colossians, it says, beware lest any man, Colossians 2 verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach, man. You see, so the Lord said, hey, you're supposed to beware of these things, man. You see, you're supposed to beware, man, of these different philosophies, after these traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world. Because these things are not after Yahweh Shai, man. See, what's so hard for you people to get? But see, it goes back into that deep sleep, brother. It goes back into that deep sleep, man. And the Lord poured that spirit of deep sleep upon you. When you can't understand these things, man. Where it's too hard for you. See, then people say, well, I'm going to do it for my kids. Well, you and your kids going to get put to death. How about that? How about that? You see? God, the Bible ain't playing no games, man. Hey, get Ezekiel 3 verse 17. We ain't here to play games with you people neither. You got something.
No, I was just going to say,
because the minute the Lord don't come out here to play games with you, man. We tell you, we giving you warning from the Lord, man. And when you think he coming back to play games, you in a rude awakening, man. When he sent his only begotten son back.
All right, this is Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Right, we are a watchman to the house of Israel. So we watch the media, we see what's going on around the earth, and we measure it with the scriptures, man. And we come out and deliver it to the people. Go ahead.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
So we giving you warning from the Lord. This ain't of us, man. We giving you warning from the Lord.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at thine hand. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul.
And that's the point, man. We come out here to get the blood off our hands. We know the truth. So with knowing the truth, you just can't hide it under the bushel. You gotta come bring that truth out, man. So you can get the blood off your hands, man, and to warn the people of what's to come. That's your job. That's your duty. You see? Not hide behind no keyboard. No, you're supposed to come out and warn the people. And whether they hear Ezekiel 2, brother. Or I'll get it if your hands is full. 2 and 5 or 4. Because it's whether they hear or forbear, man. Whether you hear or forbear. So whether you take heed or not, the blood is off our hands, man. And there ain't gonna be no, oh well, God, you didn't tell me. I didn't know. He did tell you. Through his men. It ain't the way that you wanted him to tell you. Because, like we said, going back to the so-called white man, you think that the Heavenly Father is supposed to come down on your bedside and say, hey, I want you to quit doing. No, man. The Spirit's going to reveal you with the men of the Lord on the streets. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 2 and 4. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted.
Hold on 1 second.
All right, dude.
Start at the top, bro.
All right.
Because it talks about how our people are rebellious, man. Our people will hear the word and still be rebellious. Knowing in their spirit the shit is off.
Ezekiel 2 and 1.
Yeah.
And he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet, and I heard him that spake unto me.
Right,
and he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me.
Yeah, I send you to the children of Israel, rebellious people, man. So when we tell you the Lord doesn't deal with homosexuals, oh, y'all want to buck up, be rebellious. The Lord don't deal with lesbians, y'all want to buck up, be rebellious. The Lord told you not to eat pork, celebrate these vain holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving. Y'all want to be rebellious because y'all are rebellious people. Y'all hard-headed, y'all stiff-hearted. The reason why y'all gonna be destroyed, man.
A rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day.
That's right.
For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power.
Yeah, and that's what we say. We say, Thus saith the Lord. Thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there has been a prophet among them.
And that's the point, unless you got more. And that's the point, okay? Because y'all gonna know that there's been a prophet among you. Once you see the calamity and the structure of this whole system breaking down, by the time y'all see it, it's gonna be too late. But you wanna know that the men of the Lord that you see in the corner, on the corners of the highways and byways, that you was calling crazy, you gonna say, oh, them had to be the men of the Lord. They told us this was coming. They told us that the government wanted to chip us. They told us that martial law was coming. They told us famine, pestilence, race wars. They told us it all was coming because it's coming. You see? It's coming. You can walk around with your fancy little suits, go shopping each and every week, drive your little nice luxury cars. All that shit's about to be over. See? The jewelry, the spirit of mirth, and to be merry, all that's about to come to an end.
God, it's about to come to an end, man, like the brother was bringing out, man. You know, this place is dying off, man. you know. And they trying to keep it revived, man. That's why they got this little, you know, hey, children can come play in this little Christmas themed little area. They trying to bring the spirit of this thing back and lull you to sleep even more, man. And that's why I wanted to bring out earlier when the bro was talking about basically the sleep, the spirit of sleep being on you. You know what I'm saying? But what did the scripture say? What the Israel seeking for? Israel seeking for righteousness, man, for the truth. But the elect have attained it and the rest were blinded, man.
Right,
So you really think you're doing righteousness by celebrating Christmas, celebrating Thanksgiving, putting the ham on the table, eating these different little philosophies and things that you believe in your heart. Well, I'm justified to eat these abominations. Ain't no more Old Testament. So you see what I'm saying? So to you, that's doing righteousness, man. To you seeking after, look, this is my tradition, brother. You know, but you blinded, man.
We keep it on the legacy of Big Mama. That man, that spirit's gonna get y'all jakes fucked up, man. Excuse my French, but this is what's gonna happen, man.
Because to y'all, that's more important than keeping the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man.
Y'all gonna come in a common board. How could y'all be men on the Lord using so-called cuss words? Well, look the words up, man. You see, you should know the difference between a bless and a curse, man. Y'all so lazy, y'all don't wanna look words up, man.
But hey, they're still establishing their own rights.
These be the same people that put on rap music, right? Watch all these rated R movies with all these different cussing, but then we wrong. Then the whole message we say is void.
Or the same people who don't know the commandments, who don't want to learn the commandments, shaving beards, eating these different little foods, but then we slip with the tongue and say a little cuss word, so-called, and now everything that we know, everything we do is void.
They just looking for an excuse to not listen. That's all it be, bro.
What it say? A wicked man should not be, corrected, but seek him an excuse.
Yeah.
You know, I had to loosely quote him, man, and that's true, man. You know?
I believe it's Sirach 32:17.
All right.
I believe. I'm gonna get this one that you quoted. Romans 11 verse 7, it says, "What then? Israel have not attained what you seek for, but the rest have attained it, and the rest were blinded. According as it is written, the Most High giving them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, and to this day. And David saith," this is a righteous man, "and David saith, let their table be made a snare, and a trap and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened that they may not see, and bow down their back always." So even David said, hey man, let their eyes be that they can't see, man. So what they can't see? What? The truth.